Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be the English teacher for this hour. Um, so I hope you all can come. The topic will be on negotiations, and so that is what we will be doing today. Um, all right. So hopefully everyone will be here. If not, I'll just go ahead and go through the lesson. So you can get class material as well. There's audios, audio 1 and audio 2. So I'm leaving a message for everyone. Hello, everyone. And I hope you all can come. So my name is Holly. I am a native English speaker from Idaho, which is a very small state. It's actually large in land, but small in population. In the U.S., we have about 3 million people. I live in a town of about 850. As far as my teaching goes, I actually started in 1994 as an English teacher in South Korea. I lived in South Korea for about just under 2 years. Then I came to the States, got my master's in TESOL, which is teaching English to speakers of other languages. And then I went on to teach English in Finland. I went to Finland for a 9-month contract, and then my plan was to come back to the States and teach at university level. I stayed in Finland for 11 years. During that time in Finland, I became involved in online teaching and have had a lot of opportunities that just can blow your minds. As far as online teaching goes, it's been great. So in that process, I actually came back to the U.S. I came back in 2009, and so here I am. So the class has started. Please join if you can. So we've got several. I'm not sure what's going on. It looks like a technical error of some kind. So anyway, so negotiations. So I don't think anybody can view. Let me see. I'm going to screen share and see if I can show everybody what the issue is. So this is the material that I plan on teaching for this lesson, and we'll go over negotiations. But it looks like there's an issue. Not sure it's with the website. It might be a Hangouts issue. But it says here that the class will begin very soon, and which is interesting. And yeah. So it says there's no live classes at all, and yet I am very live. And unfortunately, I wonder if I can give this URL. I might do that. Paste that. But I don't know if that's actually, if I'm supposed to do that or not. So anyway, the topic is on negotiations, and the plan is to discuss the negotiations. We'll start out by looking at different dialogues, and then we'll go to looking at positions of dialogue, of negotiations, and then we will have a discussion, and then we will again listen to a listening activity, and then we'll go through useful expressions. That is if people are able to join. So if not, I will somehow figure out something to do. So anyway, so we have negotiations. It's been about 5 minutes. Let's So well, it looks like we have viewers. Yay. So we have somebody coming, somebody's able to see, but I don't know whether people can actually join the Hangouts. Let's see. So I'm waiting for people to come. At least we have one viewer, one person that's able to see. That's more than the last time. So anyway, I don't know if that was, do try the URL that you see. That will work, I don't know. Bear with me a moment. Yeah, so it's kind of very strange. So I'm trying to figure out how people can get in. So I'm not really sure. Oh, finally somebody's been able to make it. Hi, Pat.
Hi, Holly.
How are you?
I'm fine. But I can't see you here in the screen.
Yeah, I am screen sharing right now. So screen
Okay.
sharing the exercise,
Okay.
no worries. So hopefully more people will be able to come. There's a problem. Somehow there's a problem some way. So I'm not able to even actually use the Verbling chat. So anyway, how are you
No,
doing? And
I'm
where are you?
doing good.
Good. And where are you from, Pat?
I'm from Bangkok, Thailand. Have you ever been here?
I've never been to Thailand. I know a lot of people who
Mhm.
have, but I have not been to Thailand
Uh-huh.
yet. Yeah, I have been to Asia, been to South America, uh, of course, North America, Europe, Middle East, but not to Thailand.
And somewhere in Asia.
I
Somewhere in
was
Asia.
I lived in I was in Korea, South Korea
Uh-huh.
for just under
Uh-huh.
2 years. I didn't actually travel very much when I was there though. I kick myself that I did not go to Japan or some of the other places. So Yeah. But so how long have you been studying on verbling?
This is my first time.
And this is your first class. Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome. Let's see. I'm gonna just check to see how people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
How were you able to get into the class? Did you use the link?
I use URL that you post on the chat.
Okay. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hopefully Antonio will do that as well. Um,
But
yeah,
for
it's kind of
this, how to do chatting? How to do chat? Yeah.
yeah. Well, normally there's a problem right now, and we're not sure what. I don't know what the
Okay, I
problem
will
is.
try. I will
Yeah.
try.
And try the Google Chat. So
Did it work? From my side, it work.
okay, a few more people have come in. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hi, Giuseppe. How are you today?
Fine, fine, and you?
Very good. So where's this picture from?
It's where I was landing in Belgium with little
Uh-huh.
aircraft. It's an airport.
So are you a pilot?
Private pilot. Yes, not
What is
commercial.
not a commercial, so a private pilot. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Awesome. Awesome. So if I remember right, you are from Belgium, right?
yes.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. And so great. Yeah, no, how were you able to get in to the class because of the link that I posted?
yes, with the
Okay.
link.
With the link. Okay. Yeah, because I think normally this is not normal, as you know. Normally there's other ways to get into the classroom, and so I've been told not to post the link, but that's pretty much the only way I think people will be able to get in until they fix whatever the problem is. So anyway, all right. Well, let's go ahead and get started, and hopefully other people will join us as we get started. So, all right. So the topic today, I'm going to go ahead and screen share. Um, the topic for this class is negotiations.
Uh-huh.
So, okay. So, Pat, when do you negotiate?
I'm not always negotiate. Sometimes about my job, like negotiation with boss, something like that.
Okay. So you go negotiate in your job. Are there other
Mm-hmm.
times, other places that you might negotiate?
More common is about when I buy something.
When you're shopping? Okay.
When I'm shopping.
Okay. And do you have any kids? Do you have any children, Pat?
No,
No.
I'm not.
No
I don't
kids?
have. Yeah, no
Okay.
kids.
Yeah, because I notice with people that have kids, they do a lot of negotiating with their children. You know.
Yes.
So, and how about you, Giuseppe?
But the same in my job. Very often, also when I make shopping. And I have an answer, a question. When
Mm-hmm.
you negotiate, when you go in the South Africa, in Morocco, you need to negotiate. It's the same word used for this kind of negotiation.
Well, like when you go to some countries and you need when you go shopping and the streets and stuff like that,
Yes,
um,
yes.
that is a different verb. It's to barter.
Okay.
To barter. So, and that is a form of negotiations. Barter is when you go. back and forth. So he or she starts at one price, you start at another price, and they
Okay.
eventually get to the middle. So it's a process, excuse me, a process of negotiations to
Okay.
barter. So
Thank you.
oh, you're welcome. That's a good question, actually. So yeah, and there are a lot of countries that actually do bartering as part of that. Do they barter? Do people barter in Thailand, Pat?
Yes.
Yes, people always do barter for shopping in Thailand.
Okay.
Mhm.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Hello, Mohammed, and hello, Rolanda. Welcome,
Hello,
Rolando.
teacher. Thank you.
Okay. And was that Rolando or Mohammed who spoke?
Pardon me?
Mohammed, okay, and you're in Egypt, okay. So we have Giuseppe in Belgium, Mohammed from Egypt, Pat from Thailand, and Rolando. Where are you from?
I'm from Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Awesome.
Nicaragua. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think you're my first student from Nicaragua. So
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah. I've been keeping track this month of all the nationalities that I'm working with here on Verbling, and so far it's 33.
yeah. I'm originally from Cuba, but now I'm living in Nicaragua.
Oh, really? Did you? Somebody was telling me, I haven't actually read it anywhere, but that Cuba and the United States have normalized relations.
Yeah. Diplomat relations. There's gonna be an embassy of USA in Cuba, vice versa.
Wow. Okay. Well. So, is it still against the law for Americans to travel to Cuba?
Yes, still.
Okay.
There are some kind of requisites, but very narrow. Uh, it's not so. It's very difficult, I guess.
Okay. But at least they're talking now, which they weren't before.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yes.
things are starting to change. Awesome. All right. So we are actually talking about negotiations. So, Mohammed.
Hello.
Hi, no, Mohammed. When do you negotiate?
Sorry.
When do you negotiate? Can you think of time? Do you negotiate in your job, or when do you negotiate?
I'm sorry. I think.
Okay, no worries, no worries. And in this class, that's totally fine. That's why you're here, is to learn. So, Rolando. Rolando.
Yeah.
When do you negotiate?
I guess when there are 2 points of view. Maybe.
2 points of view. Okay, all right. And in Nicaragua, we were just asking Pat about Thailand. In Nicaragua, is it common to barter when you are at shops?
To
barter. To barter. It says like to suggest a price.
Yes.
It is okay. Yeah. And Giuseppe, do they barter in Belgium?
No, not. It's not. It's not common. It's not used.
How about when you say, for example, buy a car or a big ticket item?
In Belgium?
Yeah.
In Belgium, the price is fixed.
Okay.
And you can bargain.
Okay. In the U.S., we will barter or bargain with big ticket items like a house or a car or something that is very, very large. We will always ask for a discount and so forth. So, all right. So let's go ahead and let's look at this exercise. We have these 5 vocabulary words or phrases. We have delivery time, discount, minimum order, price and terms of payment. And do you guys know these words? Do you know everybody? Do you know what they mean?
Yes, I know.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and practice these dialogues. And what we're going to do is we're going to put one of these words in each one of the one or two of the dialogues. Okay. So we have four dialogues here. So Pat, could you read A? And Giuseppe, could you read B?
Okay.
An answer too.
Yeah, if you can figure out the answer. If not, the whole class will help.
I will try.
Yeah.
I guess I can. For dialogue one, our standard price is $50 unit per
Okay.
unit.
Yeah, $50 per unit. So this little dash here, you would say per unit. Good. Okay, Giuseppe.
Okay. Fine. Can you deliver within 30 days?
Sure, no problem.
Perfect. Okay, excellent. Now let's do dialogue 2. Mohammed, can you read letter B person A? Are you there? Are you able to speak? Mohammed? I don't, Mohammed? Okay. Well, Rolando, could you do B? And Giuseppe, could you do A?
Okay. Dialogue 2. We would like to order 1,000 units.
I'm afraid that is too low. Our minimum order is 2,000.
Okay, we will be prepared to order 2,000 if you give us a small discount.
We could offer you 2.5 per unit, dollars per unit. How does that sound?
And that sounds great. or that doesn't sound. I always feel weird when we do different exercises and there's always a question mark at the end. So I'm like, oh no.
Yes.
So sometimes I answer and so forth. So, all right. Let's go to dialogue 3. Mohammed, can you speak yet?
Hello?
Hello, Mohammed. Awesome. Okay. So, Pat, could you do A? And Mohammed, could you read B?
Okay.
And we need to put the words up. Okay.
So,
Dialogue 3.
dialogue 3. What are your terms of payment?
Okay. Mohammed,
Hello?
can you read B? Dialogue 3, letter B.
I don't see the screen.
Oh, you don't see the screen?
No.
Okay.
You can do it now.
Okay. You don't see the screen. Okay. I will read it then. 20 days after delivery.
Does it too strict for us? Other suppliers have offered us 30 days. Can you be more flexible?
Okay, you can have 30 days. Okay. And next one, Rolando. Rolando, can you do A? And Giuseppe, could you do B?
Okay.
And
Dialogue 4.
These are the words. So.
Yeah. Dialogue 4. What is your standard? Can I see the vocabulary?
Yeah.
What is your standard delivery time?
Yes. What is your standard delivery time? Perfect.
About 3 weeks.
That's quite long. We will need about 2 weeks.
I'm afraid that's too short for us.
Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to listen to check our answers. So what I'd like you guys to do is go to this this page. It's basically your classroom should be on a second second one of these here, depending on the browser you're using, and go to this page and listen to audio 1. And I'll give you the link if you don't do that. And the link is in the Verbling chat, in the Google chat. Please go to that and listen to it.
Our standard price is $50 per unit. Fine. Can you deliver?
Okay. So tell me when you are done.
Okay, it's down.
Okay.
And
Okay. So did we get it right? And my estimation is we did. So,
yes.
can you think of any other aspects of a product or service that might be discussed during a negotiation? So, Rolando, can you think of
I
something?
think a kind of refund or guarantee.
Oh, okay. Guarantee. Okay.
Kind of refund is
When you say kind of a reform, what do you mean by that?
refund.
Refund. Okay.
Refund.
Okay. I thought I heard
Refund.
reform. So refund. Okay.
Refund.
Okay. Okay. So refund. Okay. Okay. I wrote that on the wrong place. So guarantee or refund. Can you guys think of anything else that you guys negotiate about in your jobs? Pat, can you think of something?
No,
No?
sorry, I can't open this.
Okay.
I can turn audio.
Okay. Giuseppe, can you think of any type of other types of topics that you might, other aspects of negotiation in your jobs?
The means of the delivery is done.
Okay, the means
On
how
truck
so
or by train.
means of delivery. Okay. Basically, or we could say also logistics. The logistics of the issue. Okay. All right. So just out of curiosity, what industries do you work in? So, Rolando, what do
Yes.
you do?
I used to work in a bakery, but now I'm in between jobs.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, so are you wanting to get a specific kind of job or you don't care?
Pardon?
Are you hoping to get back into the bakery industry or do you want to get something else?
Something else.
Okay.
Uh,
Anything specific you're looking for?
I'm trying to improve my English and look for a job where they need somebody to talk in English,
Okay, so you need somebody who to speak English.
who
So
speaking
try to,
English, who speak
yeah,
English.
try yeah. So remember, in English we talk to people, but we speak a language.
Mm.
So, but this is actually a common mistake I even heard my dad say. He said something about talk English once, and I was like, Dad. So, um, all right, Pat, what do you do?
Actually, I'm preparing myself to study abroad.
Oh, okay. Where are you going to study?
I'm going to study in England.
Awesome. Is it
Uh,
is there any specific place in England you're going? Are you like going to
now,
Manchester or London or?
no. Now not because I have to pass my IELTS exam first.
Okay, so IELTS. Okay, understand.
IELTS.
Totally. Yeah, I totally understand. Okay, and Giuseppe, what do you do?
Yes, I am a middle manager in the aeronautical military industry.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you guys work on airplanes and so
Yes.
forth. Okay. I actually taught at both of the aeronautical companies in Finland. So worked with a lot of engineers and things like that. So all right. Let's go on. Negotiation positions. Negotiations involve several strategies. Let's match the following expressions with their correct definition. So we have make a concession, reach an agreement, accept a proposal, reject a proposal, and reach a compromise. So Giuseppe, could you read A and see if you can match that with one of these?
To agree to a suggestion,
Mm-hmm.
to accept a proposal.
Correct. To accept a proposal would be to agree to a suggestion. Okay. Pat, could you read letter B?
Okay. To allow the other side to have something they want in order to end a disagreement.
Okay. And what would that be?
It should be to make a concession.
Perfect. If you're making a concession, you are dropping something that you want in order to end a disagreement. Perfect. Okay. Rolanda,
Yeah.
Rolando. Keep wanting to put the A at the end of your name. So, Rolando,
Yeah.
can you read C?
See, to arrive at a position that both sides accept, reach an agreement.
Yes, to reach an agreement. Perfect. Okay. And D, Giuseppe, could you read that one?
To arrive at a position where both sides reduce their demands in order to agree,
Okay.
reach a compromise.
Yes, reach a compromise. Perfect. Okay. And Pat, could you read E?
To refuse to agree to a suggestion. For reject proposal.
Yes. Reject a proposal. Okay, so now let's look at the dialogues that we just listened to and we basically practiced, and let's label each dialogue with the expression above, whether they've made a concession, reached an agreement, accepted a proposal, rejected a proposal, or reached a compromise. So, and let's see, do I have No, I don't have. Yeah, I don't have two PDFs. Okay, so we'll. Sometimes I have two PDFs and I'll put it side by side, but I don't this time. Okay, so what is happening here? What have they done? Have they reached an agreement? Accepted a proposal? Come to a compromise? What would you guys say?
Mm.
What do you think, Pat?
I guess to make a concession.
Okay. Actually, no, because it's fine. Can you deliver within 30 days? Sure, no problem. So this one actually is to,
Accept the proposal.
yeah, accept a proposal or reach an agreement.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because a concession would be if you drop something. So if see, this one you reached an agreement
Mm-hmm.
and or accepted the proposal. Okay, now dialogue 2. Rolando, what do you think this one would be?
The A is asking for something, and B is saying that the minimum order is higher. Like make a concession.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they've conceded, they've agreed to go up to 2,000 units if they give a small discount.
Instead of 1,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so and actually it's not just a concession because what both it's really reach a compromise because they've kind of conceded, but also they have also as well. So they have reached a compromise. So, and also, you know, let's go to dialogue 3. Giuseppe, what would that be?
Make a concession.
Yes, this one, what they've done is they have make a concession because it's only one side has done it. So, you know, other suppliers have done this. Can you as well? Okay, we will. So, and dialogue 4. What is your standard delivery time? About 3 weeks. We need about 2 weeks. What have they done with this one? I'm afraid that's too short for us. Anyone?
Make a compromise.
No, they haven't compromised.
Reject a proposal?
Yeah, in this one they reject the proposal.
He's asking for...
He's actually asking for a compromise. We would need about 2 weeks. I'm afraid that's too short for us.
They can't.
Yeah. So, so in your job, Giuseppe, do you have these type of negotiations with your clients?
No, because in my company I have a commercial service. It for us.
Okay, so it's a completely different.
Yes.
You're not actually involved with the types of negotiations. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, no, but keep in mind, negotiations isn't always just in the boardrooms and the companies. You guys negotiate with your wives and your husbands,
Yes.
your mothers and fathers. Anyone you speak to, we're negotiating. I have a nephew, my sister's son. He is 5 years old, and he will negotiate anything. It's really funny. And if we tell him no, he will look around and figure out a way it can be done. So he's a complete problem solver. So it's really great. He's got a head on his shoulders. So just hopefully everything will work out in his life that he can be successful. So anyway, number one, do you have a personal style of negotiating? Rolando,
Yeah.
do you have a personal style of negotiating?
Well, I guess I'm not so good at
Uh-huh.
negotiating. For example, with my son, I can be, or if he wants something,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I don't want, but he always make me give him whatever he wants, uh, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So,
Uh, it makes me a bad negotiator, uh, I guess.
yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, so you get he's better at negotiating than you are.
Than
So,
me, I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Okay, how about you, Pat? What kind of negotiator are you?
I am a bad negotiator. For
Are you?
example, when I go shopping, I have never done that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or sometimes I do that for fun,
Mm-hmm.
for for challenge myself. But
Mm-hmm.
normally I'm not that person.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so when you go shopping, um, have you ever felt left feeling like you had got a good deal?
I think I have never had a good deal.
Mm,
Mm.
okay. Okay. Yeah. I learned with barter when you barter that you have to be willing to walk away if you want the item.
Mhm.
But I don't know how if it really works. So, Giuseppe,
Yeah.
what do you have a personal style of negotiating?
On my job, I try to be a fair play negotiator with
Mm-hmm.
the worker who work with me.
Uh-huh.
I try also to be quick with them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I think it's all.
Okay.
I
When you say quit with them, what do you mean by
calm,
that?
calm, very
Calm.
calm.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Quiet and they feel comfortable with you when you're
yes.
negotiating.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. And for me, I think it depends on who I'm negotiating with. I am terrible. At least in the past, I was pretty bad at negotiating for salaries for companies because I was always eager to have the job. Um, but before I worked at a company for about a year before I started teaching English again. And at that company, when they offered me the job, I didn't care whether I got the job or not. And so I asked for a certain amount, and they they offered me lower than I asked for, but um, and I accepted it. But I learned that with colleagues who were doing the same job, they were getting paid $5,000 and $6,000 less than I was. So I thought, oh, I guess I did a good job negotiating. Um, but anyway, okay, is negotiating tough in your line of business? What typical difficulties do you encounter? So, Giuseppe, in your job, is negotiating tough?
Um, no, in my business, no, because when I've said before, we have uh, commercial service in my company. But when I am in foreign country for my job and I need to negotiate with people with other culture, it's a very difficult
Mm-hmm.
because the the I came from an industrial country, and sometimes I need to discuss with country where the industry is not the main topic.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to make understand us the industry
Mm-hmm.
real process.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So in your now, can I ask what countries you negotiate with, or is
Yes,
it?
with sometimes with Morocco, sometimes with Algeria.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very difficult to discuss with this kind of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just because I mean, because I've heard that, for example, when I was teaching, I taught in Finland for 11 years, and taught mostly in corporations, and I had one student tell me that he worked in the oil and gas industry, and he told me that when he would go down to Turkey, it was so different from his, in Finland, because in Finland you maybe you did a little small talk for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then you got right down to the point.
Yes.
And in Turkey you have to like small talk and talk about relationships or all kinds of different things for
Yes.
12 hours before you can even talk about business. Is that the same as in Morocco and Algeria?
Yes, and also the planning doesn't exist for these people.
Mm-hmm.
If you present a project for 3 months
Mm-hmm.
for this kind of people is 3 years because
Mm-hmm.
the objective is not the same with an industrial country.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to discuss with
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
It's it's a very gently people, but the mentality, the mind is not it's not the same.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And I think that's the case. That's why these kind of classes are so nice, because you can learn about, other countries and stuff like that. Because we have students from Algeria and Morocco, so I've taught both of them. So, all right, Pat. Before you
Mhm.
started preparing for the IELTS, did you work in a job that required negotiating?
For my job, I am a doctor.
Oh, you are.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
it,
so is in your line of business in medicine, is negotiating tough?
not too often, but in my from my point of view, the most hardest negotiation
Uh-huh.
is about negotiating with my boss. He is a perfect man,
Uh-huh.
so he always needs me to do very perfect things for him.
Okay, so he is what we would call in English, he is a perfectionist.
Yes, perfectionist. Yes.
So, yeah, which is, very difficult if you are not a perfectionist. So, yeah, okay. So your difficulty is more with not really with your clients or with your patients in your
Yes.
line of business. It's really with your boss
Mm-hmm.
who who expects perfectionism from
Yes.
his people. Well,
Yes.
can I ask what your specialty is?
I am an orthopedist.
A what?
Orthopedist.
Ophtho.
About bone surgery.
Oh,
Ortho, yes. Ortho.
Oh man, I can't think of what okay, so a bone. You're a surgeon at bones. I'm thinking orthodontist, but that's teeth.
No.
I know what you're saying, but the word isn't coming out.
Orthopedist.
Sorry.
Orthopedist,
My
yes.
pronunciation.
Yeah, orthopedist.
Mhm.
So you're an orthopedist. Okay, awesome. Um, uh, so come to Idaho. Don't go to England. Come to Idaho. No, I'm joking. So orthopedist, excellent. So, all right, and Giuseppe, what do you think in the type of business the kind of jobs that you've had in your past? Has negotiating been tough?
Yes, when I work for my father had
Uh-huh.
a little company,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to discuss, to negotiate with the worker.
Mm-hmm.
It's in European countries a little hard because you have the trade union is very present,
Uh-huh.
and you have to to pay attention when you discuss with the worker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Where so it's very very important in the European countries. Is it important in your country though?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Excellent. All right. Let's go to number 3. So, in your experience, Pat, do different nationalities have different negotiation styles? Pat, are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. So, do different nationalities have different negotiation styles?
I think yes, but to compare with genders, I think genders influence the negotiation style.
Okay, so you think
Uh,
genders are more between men and women, for example, are more
yes.
different than?
I
Uh-huh.
saw. I think a woman. I saw a woman from maybe USA or somewhere. She came here and buying something. She was buying something in department store, and she was the most I think the best negotiator uh, that I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, really? Oh,
Oh
wow.
yes, because
Yeah.
the shopkeeper cannot speak English
Hmm.
and she cannot speak Thai,
Oh, wow. And she was able
but
to
but
work it.
she could get the lowest price of the product.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
It's interesting because I find one of the best negotiators I've ever seen is one of my best friends from university, and
Uh-huh.
he currently is he took over his dad's company, and he's currently CEO of a company in Bangalore, India, and he
Mhm.
travels around the world. I guess he's been to 75 countries so far,
Mhm.
and I remember going with him.
Mhm.
The first time he ever tried to buy a car in the US.
Mhm.
And he didn't realize that when you buy a big ticket item like a car in the US, that you can negotiate. and And he was like 19 or 20 years old, and I was 21, 20 or 21, and we went. I went with him, and when he realized this, he didn't take the offer that these people gave, but he he negotiated at a different place, and he ended up actually getting kicked out. The car people told him never come back because he was being such a strong negotiator, and that was in the beginning of his career and stuff. And I know he's gotten much better since then. It was really funny.
You know, my mom do like this. She always negotiates negotiations. Every time when she goes to supermarket, you know, at official supermarket, which everything has the price on the package, on the packaging. But she bring this one to the shopkeepers and say, can you lowest the price for me? And every time when she goes to supermarket, like if you go to Walmart, everything cannot cannot lowest price.
Cannot
be lowest than the price on the tag.
Okay.
But my mom do that every time.
Interesting. Interesting. All right. So, Rolando, what do you think? In your experience, do different nationalities have different negotiation styles?
I guess yes. For all I know, well, I was living there in Cuba. I was born there, and then here. I guess yes.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain it. But
how old were you when you moved to Nicaragua?
20 years.
Okay, so you were an adult.
I was 20 years. I was 20 years. But I guess here are more, or Nicaragua are more expert in negotiating. I think.
Okay.
Than Cuba.
So you're better with Nicaragua than Cuba. Okay.
I guess.
All right. All right. And Giuseppe, you were actually already talked about that. Different nationalities. Question for you: what do you think about, for example, within just like Western Europe, where you're from, between like Belgium and Germany and Austria and France and those countries? Are there different negotiation styles as well in?
Yes, I have noticed during many travel when you go in the north or the Europe, during a discussion front to front, the people stay not very close when speak each other. But when you descend in the south, the people stay more close, and sometimes like you touch you when you speak. You in the touch your hand, touch your arm when you speak each other for a discussion. It's the main thing I have noticed during my travel.
And it is kind of interesting. There is really a huge difference within the EU. You know, the European Union itself. So many differences. So
yes.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for your time and participation, and I'm glad you were able to come in to the class. This has happened since for about 3 hours, where for some reason the link isn't live or something. And the last class I didn't even think to give the URL, so I'm glad you were able to figure that out. So I'll see you guys hopefully in another class.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was great to meet you,
Thank you,
Rolando.
teacher. Good night.
And
nice to meet you too.
And all right, thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.